Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Snack Break. My name is Monique, aka The Eatin' This Bitch, and today, we're gonna have a fiesta with Old El Paso. This is the new Old El Paso Fiesta Twists in Queso, Zesty Ranch, and Cinnamon Churro. So basically these look exactly like the cinnamon twists that you get at Taco Bell. I really fucking love Taco Bell a lot. It's very ridiculous. It includes lots of cheese, and I love getting at least 2 to 3 bags of those cinnamon twists and munching my fucking face off. So when I saw these at the 7-Eleven, and yes, it was the same 7-Eleven that I got those motherfucking bugles from, wild. It's like, I really love when I hit the mother load of ridiculous snacks to show you guys. I'm not gonna waste any more time. We're gonna get into it. What are we gonna do first? Let's do the ranch. We'll do the ranch first. Yeah? I think that's the move. Right down the middle. So it says, satisfy your Southwestern flavor cravings with a crispy, crunchy snack from Old El Paso. And this copy is actually on all of the bags, so I won't be reading the copy again. Crispy and crunchy with a twist. Literally. You know someone really thought they were doing something with that. With that little tagline at the bottom. There we go. Open her up. It doesn't really smell particularly ranchy. Yeah, there's definitely a very strong corn smell, but it doesn't really smell much like ranch. I don't smell like any of like the parsley or like the buttermilk or the onion. So I'm already mildly skeptical. Also, I'm sure someone out there, one of you nerds out there could tell me this. What is up with ranch? I mean, is ranch, I don't think, when I think tacos, I don't think ranch. I don't think ranch dressing. Is that more of like a Tex-Mex situation? What is that about? Because, yeah, like queso, obvious. Ranch, not so much. Okay. Let's take out one of these babes. So here we go. Very twisty. You see that it's slightly yellow because of the cornmeal. And you see a little bit of herbs. Not as heavily covered as the Bugles. The Bugles ranch ones had a really significant ranch visual presence. These do not. But you never know. They might be stronger flavored than they look. All right, so let's get this party started. Okay, this is truly a flavor journey. Is there sugar in this? Okay, there is. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna try one more. This is a very Korean snack of them. A lot of Korean and Asian snacks have a little bit of sugar in them, so there is a bit of a sweet presence. There's also dried potatoes in here, so there's a very light, like kind of crackly crunchiness from the corn, and then sort of almost like a fluffy crispiness from the potato. These definitely taste more like ranch than the Bugles. Also, I feel like the sugar is the cheat code because I don't want to stop eating these. I don't know if I really like them, but the sweetness, that slight sweetness, is keeping me coming back. There's definitely garlickiness. There's definitely onion. A little bit of herbaceousness from some parsley and maybe some dill. Well, like I said, I'm not entirely sure if I like them, but I really like the crunch. It's very light. It's very airy. So that's giving me some good energy. All right, we're gonna move on to the queso. Whew. Okay. All right, I mean, it's not too cheesy looking in here, but like I said, those ones were very packed with flavor and they were not heavily coated with the ranch powder, so this might be different. These are the queso. See that cheese powder? Actually pretty decently covered, but it may just look more covered because it's orange, and we may just be seeing more of that. These are very aesthetically pleasing swirls too. It starts off cheesy, then in the middle is a very sour journey, and then there's a little spice right at the end, just like a hey as it's walking down the path of your esophagus. This is a very crazy tasting snack. It doesn't taste like any fast food queso that I've ever had, but it feels familiar. Okay, so it's kind of like a cheesy sour cream action. It tastes like there's definitely sort of like a lactic, sort of sour cream taste. It basically tastes like cheddar and sour cream Pringles, but if you put cornmeal in them. That's what they taste like. Weird. Again, I don't know if I like these, but I feel like I could eat so many of them. Bonkers. Okay. Ooh. That one had a lot of powder on the bottom. Oh, man. All right, y'all. Woo! Last one. Dessert. All right, and these are the Cinnamon Churro. So basically cinnamon sugar. There we go. Very covered in the cinnamon stuff. I do not know what sort of cinnamon they're using, but it's fucking disgusting. Ugh. I'm gonna use the other end of the chopstick just to make sure that I'm not being bamboozled by the other flavors. And maybe that's what's making this taste so unpleasant.
You another sip of water.
Yeah, you can do that too. Still gross. Still weird. Yeah, that brand of whatever cinnamon they're using, it's just very... It just tastes very muddy. It doesn't taste spicy, you know? Really good cinnamon has its own little bit of natural sweetness. Well, if we're talking about cassia, which is probably what they're using, they're probably not using actual cinnamon. Actual cinnamon has kind of like a lighter, fruitier taste. Most of the cinnamon that we purchase is cassia bark, I believe it's called. Regular cinnamon is a bark too, but there's a different kind called cassia, which is like really bold and like kind of spicy and robust tasting. And that tastes so muddy and so... I was really hoping that this would basically be a carbon copy for the Taco Bell Cinnamon Twists, and they're decidedly not. Ooh, I'm mad. The other two had a little bit of novelty and the crunch going for them. These just taste gross. So if you are out in the wild and you see the Old El Paso Fiesta Twist, go with the ranch or the queso. Do not get the cinnamon churro. As I said, I don't know if I particularly love these, but I could see myself, zonking out on the couch and having a munch. These I will never let into my home ever again. And on that note, thank you so much for coming into my home and sharing some snacks with me. We'll see you in the next episode, and have a great